Home affordability is at an all-time low. Home prices are at an all-time high. And what can you do about it? 72% of renters now say they believe they are going to be unable to afford a home. And that could be the case if you don't take advantage of the market right now. But that's exactly the problem we're going to be solving today, is because I'm going to be showing you a home that starts at $210,000. And that is completely unheard of at this time, especially with close proximity to I-75, which is one of the major highways that cuts north and south through Dallas, Texas. And you have a community that is building a lot of homes. However, they are doing price increases here every single 2 weeks because of the demand. Inventory is at an all-time low. That is forcing prices up and higher than ever. And now all the YouTube gurus out there that are not agents, probably don't even own real estate, are saying the housing market is going to crash. And the indicators, which is supply and demand, inventory, everything, really indicates that that's probably not going to be the case. But what if you could get into the price of a home for the same amount that you're paying for rent? Well, that could be the option. Now, is this exactly your dream home? Probably not, but that's okay. It's a starter home. That's why they call them starter homes. And if you're getting started out, because of the capital gains rule based on your primary residence, then you have an opportunity to take advantage of what homeowners take advantage of all the time, especially every 2 years. But think about this. Would you rather be here in an apartment for 2 years, throwing away all that equity? Let's say it's $2,000 a month. If you have a family, you're likely going to be paying $2,000 a month in rent at a minimum. But what if you could come into a home like this that is probably around $2,000 a month all in, especially in this day and age, even with interest rates the way they are? Well, if you stay here for just 2 years, if you're married because you have the family, then you can take advantage of selling the home, and whatever you make on top of what you paid for it, up to $500,000, is tax-free. Now, again, is this your absolute dream home? Probably not, but it's a starter home. You got a full walk-in shower, walk-in closet. Yes, does it suck there's only one sink? Yeah, but you know what? Hey, I've lived in a historic home for several years, and it only had one sink in the main bedroom, and that's okay. I was okay with that. But yes, 2 sinks is ideal, right? Especially when you're working around the spouse. But the home I'm going to take you to here in a little bit as well is starting at $210,000, and you go all in with taxes and insurance. It's probably going to be around $1,800 a month, which the national rental average right now is $1,800 a month. So would you rather throw that away every single year for a couple of years, have nothing to show for it? Or, as you heard, they're raising the prices in this community every 2 weeks. So that 210, by the time you see this, the home is probably not going to be 210, because just a few weeks ago, actually about a month ago, whenever they started to open up this community, they had home prices starting at $188,000. And that's no longer the case now because of the demand, because these homes are selling out pretty much as soon as they build them and get them on the market. But this property right here, starting at $240,000, comes with a 2-car garage. So you got 2-car garage, 3 bedroom, 2 bath, look, closet, you've got a little bit of space, kids bedroom separated off here. So there are advantages to getting in early in the new construction neighborhood because of what I said, not just the price increases, but as I've talked about before in other videos, is that whenever you get in early in a new construction community, appreciation is built in almost by default, just because as the inventory lessens and the community starts to get built out, that naturally increases prices. And the thing is that when you come in early, do you have to deal with something like this, like construction going on while you're here? Yes, that's part of it, but you're getting in early. And by the time they complete this, which they're going to be here over the next 2.5 years building this out, as long as they can keep up. But I tell you what, if interest rates drop down a little bit, that is going to bring a lot of buyers back into the market. And then that's going to create a situation like we experienced just over a year ago. Just over a year ago, we had bidding wars, homes going as much as over $100,000 in asking price. Now, is that the case here? No, these homes are probably not going to go 100,000 over, but rates come down just a little bit. Look at 1, 2, there's another U-Haul truck around the corner. As soon as these homes are getting finished, they're getting sold. People are moving in. These are young families just starting out. This is their first home. You've got some single people. I just walked through a cobweb. But the thing is, now you're gonna come into this model home. Now these are the options starting at $210, no garage, all right? So you got a 35-foot lot versus a 40-foot lot, no garage. You're gonna have street parking. So again, depending on what you wanna do, you're gonna pay an extra, $20,000 or so for that garage. But up to you, right? I do like a garage, especially in this Texas heat. Whenever it's warm outside, it's nice to keep the car in the garage because man, I tell you what, when your car's sitting outside on the street, it will bake. So always want to make sure you park opposite of the sun, or at least if you have tint on your windows, park the opposite way for the sun. But this one right here, I'm gonna go in here and see my man Josh. It's just me. It's just me.
No problem at all.
All right, I'm just gonna do a quick tour around.
You gonna do bedrooms and stuff too?
I'll just walk by. You can hang out. Yeah, no worries. That's Josh. He's the rep here. Super cool. But you can see here, even when you come into this model home, very nicely done. You see this finished out, nice ceramic tiles throughout the floor, so that's easy maintenance. And you can see when you put some nice furniture and decorations in here, you've got a pretty good little home. I mean, this is it's very similar, if not better, to any type of apartment you would be renting at this rate whenever you're getting in here for that price range. I like this. You got some open shelving in here, but I mean, granite countertops on here. You're gonna come through here and you've got a little storage, a little pantry in there, washer and dryer room right there. Very simple. And then you have your one of your full bathrooms right here in the hallway. You've got, as you're doubling through the offices, they're doubling as offices right now, but 2 of your bedrooms. And then you're gonna come in here to the primary, and pretty good size. I mean, that's a queen, no problem. So you could even fit a king in here if you had a little bit smaller end tables. And you've got this is a pretty decent walk-in closet, bigger than some of the houses that I've owned before myself. And you're gonna come right through here and get into the the main bathroom again. All right, 1 sink, but hey, full walk-in shower, nice toilet, little storage area to put your stuff in here, and it just makes it very simple. And you know what, the other good thing about having a smaller home is it's easier to clean, right? Easier to clean. Thanks, sir. Much easier to handle on the maintenance side. I mean, at least a little bit of a smaller yard, not much to do around there, but HOA, I know he said as well, about $500 a year. So really not too terrible. But overall, again, these communities do exist. And the thing is that whether you consider these tiny homes or, I mean, really they're about 1,100 square feet for a 3-bedroom, 2-bath. Now, I grew up in about 1,000 square feet, 3 bedrooms, 1 bath. And I had 2 older brothers, all right? So I shared a room until I was about 14 years old, I believe. And then my oldest brother moved out, so my middle brother was able to move to the back bedroom, and then I finally had my own room around 14. So I pretty much shared a room that whole time, and 1 bathroom, 2 parents, 3 kids, 1 bathroom. Imagine that. So even to have this here, brand new construction, and plus that home my parents bought was super old, but again, we didn't know any different. It's okay. We liked it. I had a good childhood. I'm not complaining. I'm just saying for this, what you can get for 1,100 square feet, 1,100 to 1,200 square feet, 3-bedroom, 2-bath, with or without a garage are some pretty good options. But whatever you do, I believe it's imperative that you own a home. It is the start for you to build something bigger and better. Now, are you going to get rich off of 1 home? No, not at all. But it's a starting point. And like I said, even if you're here for only 2 years and you're married, whatever you sell this home for what is owed on it. So let's say you buy one for $210,000, and in 2 years, this could be easily worth $260,000, $275,000. Well, let's say $260,000 for easy math, plus or minus closing costs and all that other good stuff. That's about $50,000 in equity. That's tax-free, okay? Tax-free, that you can take advantage of that. Now you could use that $50,000, which a lot of people do, and this is how they move up and move into bigger houses. Now they got $50,000 to put down on another house. And that $50,000 could be as much as 10% down on a $500,000 house, which really you could get away with as little as 3% down, depending on the mortgage that you're doing. Plus the incentives that they're doing in this community, they're offering 4.5% interest rates. Okay, so everyone is concerned about the interest rates right now, but you got to talk to us because we know these builders in these communities and the deals that they're running. On top of this community will have a pool, basketball court, and several other amenities here as well. So it's not like you're getting cheated. Are the homes a little close together? Yes, but if you rent an apartment, guess what? You've got 0 yard, you're going to be on top of each other, and that's just what you're gonna have to deal with. So here you get a little bit of yard, makes it easier if you wanna have a dog or something like that, or a cat, and gives a little room for the kids to play. But overall, this is the start. And we all know, if you look at the stats, homeowners in America, was it 40 times the average net worth of a renter. And so, there's people out there right now that are telling you, don't buy. Wait for the crash. That's all going to happen. Well, if they can time the market, why are they not multimillionaires? Why are they not investing in properties left and right? But I know in my experience, I buy properties, investors that I work with buy properties all the time. You don't make your money when you sell, you make your money when you buy. And as long as you buy right and you hold for a certain amount of time, you're going to make money. You only lose money when you sell. You only lose money when you sell, and if you sell at the wrong time. So this little dip here now, we're in a little bit of a dip right now because of seasonality. And if you sold right now and you bought 6 months ago, yes, you're gonna lose money. Is that because of the market? No, it's because of seasonality. So in Dallas, Texas right now, we're seeing a tremendous amount of growth, tremendous amount of relocation, corporations and companies moving their headquarters here, bringing thousands and thousands of jobs. Frontier, the latest, the airline, moving their headquarters here, 3,000 jobs that will be brought or created in combination. That's a lot. That's happening every single month here in Dallas-Fort Worth. So the expansion is happening. The growth is real. This is a pro-business friendly, tax friendly, and freedom friendly environment here in Texas. So that is what makes up everything as far as the ideal environment to buy, start investing, buy your starter home, whatever the case may be. These are the types of things you have to take in consideration. And I know when you open up YouTube right now, every single thumbnail on there is probably like market crash. Every home's on fire, things are underwater. And one thing I do know, the inventory is not there. The buyers are there. A lot of them are sitting on the sideline, but they're gonna find themselves in a lot of trouble whenever interest rates come down and they all flood back into the market, especially next year when we're in the middle of an election cycle, a major election cycle, because if anyone in the government decides to start to reduce these rates because they're trying to gain favor with the American people, impromptu the election coming up, and they drop those rates, which some are predicting down to 4%, guess what? It's going to be very, very difficult to get a home because the inventory still isn't there. But food for thought. The main thing is, give us a call, shoot us a text, send us an email. Again, my name is Levi, and if you're thinking about making that move to Dallas, Texas, feel free to reach out. We're happy to help you make that smooth move to Dallas, but more importantly, just help you talk through your situation, what's going on, how we could help you out. And look, it may not be the right time for you to buy. It may not be the right time for you to make a move, but that's what we are here to discuss with you. And if you're an investor, then you know I've invested in 383 apartments so far this year. I'm about to add another 236 apartments to my portfolio. So I'm buying right now. I'm buying in this market. You know why? Because competition is extremely low. I'm not fighting with everybody. And I know I can rework deals later on down the road. It's about acquisition of assets for me. That's what I'm thinking about first and foremost. So don't get left behind. If you keep on waiting, then yes, you likely will never ever be able to afford a house. But think about getting in here for as low as $210,000. But again, in 2 weeks, probably by the time you see this video, it's probably already gone up from there. But reach out, let us know if we can help. Happy to do that. And until next time, hope to show you around town. So you're thinking about moving to Texas, but there has been one glaring problem that has been holding you back, and that's property taxes. Property taxes suck in Texas, and it has homeowners feeling a little bit cheated, including myself.